Well, good morning and welcome to another episode of my Day Ticket Diary. Today you join me on the 3rd of December and I'm at one of my favourite venues, which is Lavender Fishery. It's a place that I like to come once or twice a year during the colder months and try and catch some of the absolute stunning fish that reside in this lake. It's probably about 2 acres and it's got a good head of 20s. Some doubles, and for quite a while this place has been trying to do a £30 fish, and on the netting which happened last week, Lavender produced that fish with a £31 common. So a massive well done to the management here, who really do look after the place, and it really is stunning. It's quiet today, there's only me and another guy on. I come at first light. I just stood over the other end of the bank, just listening out for fish or seeing any signs. Unfortunately, I didn't see anything. So there was a guy over the other side, so I decided just to push around here and put a few rods out. The tactics today, because it was netted the other day and most of the silvers was taken out, is solid bags with maggots inside. The solid bags with short hook links. Now it's probably one of my favourite venues during the winter because as the fish slow down, you'll find that the bites are a little bit more cagey because they're a lot slower. You'll find that they'll just sit over your spot, just sucking and blowing, and if you've got a long hook link, they can suck in that bait and blow it out without you even knowing. So a solid bag with a short hook link in, when they blow that in, they've got more chance of that leg coming into contact with a hook, and then obviously giving them a surprise. 3 rods are in. I've spreading them all out. I've got one out onto this island, I've got one out onto the other island, and I've got one out on the corner where the channel just goes up just over to the back there. Just trying to pick a few fish that are moving about, because during the netting they do seem to shake them up a little bit, and they get moving from their winter hibernation or the winter slowdown. So rods are out. I'm going to have me a brew and hopefully we'll have a good day. Until then, speak to you shortly. Join me back at 10 o'clock. I've just seen the first fish show just out in the channel right in front of me, halfway down and about 2 rod lengths off the island. It'd be crazy not to put a rod on it. Just had another set of anglers turn up just over on the other bank. Shouldn't affect my fishing too much. Magwaws. Right, in my bag, if I'm not using hemp oil, I use turmeric in my solid bags. Not too much, just enough just to coat them. Great winter attractor. Just shake around, get them all covered. I would put it in the actual bucket with the other maggots. However, some fish respond to it and some fish don't. It's like a lucky dip. So I've got one rod out on just naked maggots, and this rod, which I'm adding a little bit of that powder to it. We'll see which one, if any, takes off with the fish. I've just got a little wafter rig in here, a little bit of salmon fry crumb with a few little quick dispersed pellets that'll break down even in the coldest of water. Just try to make that bag as tight as I can. Go. Still like to tie them off during the winter. You just got to make sure you don't do too many knots, because it won't melt, it'll just hang around by your lead. Not that that's really an issue, but I do like to keep things neat and tidy. We're not casting out far here, so it really doesn't matter about tying more than one knot. I would say to you, however, make sure you get rid of the excess PVA around the bag. Well, as much as you can anyway. That's the bag. Just got two layers, just got a layer of the salmon fry crumb, maggots, and then salmon fry crumb again with the pellets, and I'll just give the maggots a little bit of a carpet to lie on. There's really no need to do the ends, neat them up, but I do, it's just a bit of habit. Right, I'm going to put this where I've seen that fish, and let's see if it works. Right, just in case you was wondering what was inside the solid bag that I've thrown out to complement the magwars, it's basically a mix that I've put together which consists of salmon fry crumb, which on its own is got low oil content, and a few quick dispersible micro pellets that break down ever so quick even in cold water. And that's just to leave a little bit of a carpet and a bit more of attraction around the maggots. Something that I've used during the winter in the past and caught well on. The only difference I'll do during the spring, I will add Bellachan to that, just to give it the salty flavour when the fish are starting to build up and look for the minerals due to spawning. And yeah, and that's what's gone out. Been looking for fish this morning. I've seen two altogether. Well, I've seen one, and the other guys tipped me off that they've seen one show directly under the brush on the opposite margin. Been nice just to have a couple of lads come down off the group and come and say hello. It's really nice to meet new people, and I enjoy the social aspect of my carping nowadays, and it's really good to meet new anglers on the bank and share a brew with them. They're fishing bends next door, so hopefully they'll have a few. I might give them a shout if they get one. I'll go around with the cameras and see what they've had, see if I can get them on film. But for now, it's a waiting game while I'm waiting for that elusive winter carp to come along. I'm on the spots. I know I've picked up fish from them before. It's a waiting game. So until later, time for my third brew of the day. It's only 10 o'clock. But for now, speak to you later. Right, I've just reeled in for a minute because the guys that I met earlier on Ben's pool have just had a fish, probably about 11-12 pounds. So I thought I'd come and have a look at it. See Ben's pool. I've got carp up to about 19, I think, in here. And there's some real cracking looking fish as well. Only a small lake, not many features. What we got then? Well, let's get her out and have a look. Well done, Matt. It's a lovely fish, ain't he?
It is, yeah.
Wow. Let's get her up. Let's have a look. I'll take a couple of photos for you. You don't mind that on a December morning, do you? Well, December afternoon. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to beat you up, ain't he?
Yeah, he's not too happy.
Look at the mouth on that though, for day ticket. Fantastic. Well done, mate. Let's get it back. Good skills, good skills.
Thank you very much.
Your brother's lost one, ain't
He has, yeah, just lost one on us.
Nice to see a carp though, mate.
It is, yeah, on a day like this. Definitely.
Good skills, brother.
Thank you very much, it's lovely.
Right, see you in a minute. Time to ring the changes and try and make something happen. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I'm going to bring in my left hand rod and I'm going to put it out on a zig. Just try and make something happen out of nothing really, and hopefully them changes will come good. I'm going to get this left hand rod in, get a zig on and put it back out where I've just brought it from, but obviously in the top layers, and see if we can root around, see whether we can find them. Right. Right, this is the zig rig that I'm going to be putting out. I've just put a white foam on there and I've super glued 3 maggots on top, just a little bit of a jester rig. And then what I do is I get quite a few maggots and I break them up and I just spread it across that foam. just to mask my smell and obviously give it a little bit of traction. If it makes any difference, I do not know, but that's what's going at now. Well, that rod's out. What I'll do from now on, every hour I'll have a little scout around, just keep casting it into different areas, and hopefully it'll come good. Just started to rain, so once again the weather reporter has got it wrong, because it was supposed to be quite a nice day today, and the rain's here. Would really have helped if I bought my brolly, but looks like I've got to sit out this one. I'll put my coat on and I won't even notice it. This is going out once again. Just changed the colour again, ringing the changes. And who knows, you know, just a little bit of a different colour can, or sometimes work miracles. So I'm going to get this out, and this will be out for the rest of the duration of the session now. We are running out of time quick, and I've got to make something happen out of nothing. Well, that couldn't have gone out any better. Right next to the island, so I know from previous experience that they took him really tight, and that was probably about 1 millimetre off it. So that will stay there now, like I say, till the duration of the session. It's always a little bit more better when they go out first time, because especially when you're using solid bags, because it takes so long to prepare. But yeah, I'm happy with that, and catch you later. Well, it's just dropping dark now. I'm going to bring these rods in and get off home. Had a great day once again down here at Lavender fishery. At least I've seen somebody else's fish and shared their captures. Well done to them guys for catching out of bends. For me, I'm going to go home with a blank. Well, who cares? It's fishing. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to see many more blanks and many more fishing. So until then, wet nets, tight lines, see you on my next video. Let's get these rods.